Has leftist thought infiltrated the church? That's the question that I pose out to you guys here on this video. I talked about this worship leader, Daniel Dietrich. He's a worship pastor at this church in South Bend, Indiana. He wrote a song called Hymn for the 81%. I talked about it on another video where he basically is mocking the 81%. It's supposed to represent the 81% of the white evangelicals who voted for President Trump in the 2016 election. So I went in depth about this song. I gave my opinion on it. I'm not a fan of it whatsoever. I'm not a fan of, trying to, make political statements by using the name of God to do so and then try to roll that up into a worship song. It's not a worship song, okay? Let me tell you that right now. There is nothing about that song that glorifies God. And I got chewed out by a lot of people in the comment section who attended Dietrich's church, and I'll probably have the same thing happen here, but I don't really care. I'm going to speak the truth here. But again, right back to the question, has leftist thought infiltrated the church? And I think absolutely yes. And the reason I bring that up is because a pastor by the name of Lucas Miles actually talked in depth about this whole situation with the song, Hymn for the 81%. He talked about how this is a sign that this sort of progressive mentality really is now coming into the church, where these people like Dietrich and others who think that they're being, holy and virtuous, and they think that they're doing the right thing. They always preach about grace. They always preach about love. But what they're forgetting is that Jesus came in the form of love, but that represented grace and truth. If we leave the truth part out and we just say everybody has 100% grace, so no matter what kind of lifestyle that you're living, whether you're in the LGBT community or what, there's no need to repent for that. You come on into the church. We welcome you wholeheartedly. We reject any sort of, homophobia, anything like that, which is what Dietrich talked about in an interview. Now, he also broke down about how, the Trump administration is putting kids in cages. It was the Obama administration that started that whole policy in the first place. And if people wouldn't come into this country illegally to begin with, that would never happen. So there's a lack of education here on top of that. In the middle of, condemning Trump, people for putting him into office. I mean, I love how the pastor broke this down. He did a great job. I'll put a link to that down below in the description if you guys would like to check that out. But I want to throw this question out to you. Do you think that leftist thought, these progressive ideas, has now, really infiltrated but poisoned the church? I think in a lot of ways it's ruined a lot of churches as well, and it's causing a huge divide. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section, guys. Also, please give the video here a like, share it across all of your platforms, subscribe, hit the bell, support me on Patreon, patreon.com/conservativetruth. You could sponsor the channel here for $5 a month. All the links can be found down below in the description. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I will talk with you soon.